The Fitness Nut by Andoni Sergiou. So what I mean by the term fitness nut is someone who is interested in physical fitness, the degree to which one is healthy and functional. But I also mean mental fitness, the condition of one's mind. Now, our idea of health is a cultural phenomenon that has exploded into an industry since the 1970s. This has partly been due to certain representative individuals such as Arnold Schwarzenegger. He popularised bodybuilding with his impressive frame and film Pumping Iron. Another representative of health is Deepak Chopra, a doctor in alternative medicine who explains meditational techniques through quantum mechanics. According to the concentric model, these figures have an effect on my identity as well as my peers. I've shown this in my Johari window. In my open self, I was academically confident and enjoyed my food. However, in my blind self, I was unaware that my friends really thought I was fat. They even gave me the nickname Pumbaa the Pig.
Are you talking to me?
Uh-oh, they call him a pig.
Are you talking to me?
Shouldn't have done that.
Are you talking to me?
Now they're in for it.
They call me Mr. Pig!
This feedback initially resulted in me becoming internally health obsessed in my hidden self, and yet I was simultaneously unaware that for the next 3 years I would become a fitness nut. Firstly, I took up a training regimen of 2 days on, 1 day off, including weightlifting, HIIT cardio and mountain climbing. I believed that by becoming my ideal self, I could achieve a sense of power, not only through the respect of others socially, but also through self-control, which manifests in 2 respects. Firstly is my paleo diet that consists of low-calorie fluids, starchless fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, and limited low-oil fats. Think of it as only consuming what one could hunt or gather in the Paleolithic era. My second cultural ritual is Qigong, a form of meditation that centres around the quieting of one's mind and the observation of your environment and emotional energy. Ultimately, I believe it is choice, choosing your ideal self, that gives you the true power.
It's really none of my business, kid, but who cares what these creeps think, you know? They don't decide who you are, you do. You are who you choose to be.
So the Sorting Hat was right. I should be in Slytherin.
It's true, Harry. You possess many of the qualities that Voldemort himself prizes. Determination, resourcefulness, and if I may say so, a certain disregard for the rules. Why then did the Sorting Hat place you in Gryffindor?
Because I asked it to.
Exactly, Harry, exactly. Which makes you different from Voldemort. It is not our abilities that show what we truly are. It is our choices.
But how does all this fit in or contrast with cultural norms? Well, firstly, there is a fitness subculture in which health-promoting rituals are accepted, as displayed by this Guardian article on celebrity diets. This culture is also communicated in mass media as an industry promoting programs, diets and supplements, which acts as a source of secondary socialization to the public self of the concentric model. However, unfortunately, greater society holds a very distrusting opinion of health. This was obvious from articles in The Independent that blamed balanced diets for health issues, weight gain, and even death. Furthermore, I often find my own values subject to the power of societal norms, and have chosen to display this using Goffman's dramaturgical model. So I'll set the stage, shall I? This is the context of the situation, which in this is mealtime norms. This could be at Christmas with the family, out at a Chinese takeout, or even at a formal dinner where certain codes of behaviour are absolute. And then, of course, there is the audience, that varies depending on this staging. They could be simple friends, or family members, or people who communicate more significant social power, such as employers. Therefore, in order to interact in such situations, I must take on the persona of someone completely at ease with what they are eating, and not health conscious. This is what Goffman calls the insincere performance, because really I'm actually worried about the macronutrients in my food. To conclude, although I make these compromises as a socialised and safe individual, the social power of feedback influence is much less now than 3 years ago. Instead, I take on a sense of autonomy, believing that my environment provides material from which I choose to construct my identity from, and thus my identity is a conventional and dynamic